I'm sure you'll see. It might just not be at his computer. Might be grabbing a drink.
And good afternoon or good evening, depending on what it is to you, as we welcome you to the Crosskeys tournament bracket stage. Wall Kicks versus Ninjembro, game number 2. Wall Kicks took game number 1 yesterday. I am joined by Iceman. How you doing?
Not too bad. Gonna be a fun race, I think.
Well, I hope so. I didn't get to see the finer details about game number 1, but I do trust that this one here is going to be a pretty solid show for both of these runners. You can see a whole bunch of red in the code here.
Yeah, they mentioned that in the race room. A lot of red.
As we are underway, getting things going here, checking that first chest, getting more red with 20 rupees. Looks like both of these runners are choosing to go with the hula hand strat, getting to see what's over there at the flute 2, the potion shop, because a lot of people do like to put that check off.
As we both know, yes.
And as we both know, there's times when there's something rather important over there, and it can become quite problematic if it turns out to be something key in a Spear 1 location.
We'll try to check the drop prize.
Oh, look at this. Hotel Mario found it 45 seconds in.
And probably, yeah, looks like I'll go over in Hula Hand to get some money.
Yep, check this drop down here, see whether or not it's anything important.
No. Vanilla, I think.
Yeah, that would be the useless fairy. So, do a bunch of drop downs into the water, drop down the hole, feed yourself 225 rupees.
So where would you go after this? Up to Uncle entrance?
Yeah, Hyrule Castle. Get that one out of the way.
Well, it looks like Wall Kicks is going a different route this time. This is my usual route, so let's see what I would have gotten a little bit earlier. Spiral. Hookshot.
That cave just does not exist. That cave just does not exist.
What cave? Ooh, nice poultry. Oh, cannons at Uncle.
I mean, that's a good discovery to find out at this stage. How about we find where that goes? Hey, it's the village, and we get ourselves a bombos that we cannot use. All right, so Ninjembro's going to try to connect the dots here for where the hookshot cave goes to.
Makes sense. You've got the bombs. if you're planning to save and quit anyways, might as well take the connector and just see what happens.
Also, Sea House is vanilla.
Okay, the money is vanilla. I'm like, that's not a vanilla location.
Right, it's not a vanilla location, just the money you get inside of it is vanilla. Also, we find desert over here, desert left. And Wall Kicks is finding a place to store some rupees. It looks like we're also finding Turtle Rock right. And a chess game that we are not really going to do anything with.
The bomb farm moved slightly over, not too much farther.
And Ninjago is immediately going to check to see what's the back three of escape with the bombs in hand.
Makes sense. I don't think Walk is going to be too far behind. After checking all the others.
We're finding all the keys to Skull Woods. I mean, there's a Dark Palace key, there's a Smire key, but getting that key there to Skull Woods, the big one, is a nice one to find before you get to anything. Eastern and Turtle Rock are our 5-6 today.
Okay. Interesting spot for the bomb, for the big bomb.
Right in town.
There's the uncle.
Yep, secret passageway going to yield us a heart container to put us to 4. Find a dark cave up here at the Lion's Hut. Don't know which one of that is. Medallion number 2 located, and we find Swamp Palace.
Pretty interesting CAC though. And Desert Boss. And
I mean,
left.
it's
okay.
What did we just find?
TR left, the laser eyes.
Okay.
At Snitch right.
And we also find at the Tavern, Hyrule Castle, Main.
That's some good connectors to take. Nice and easy to get back to if you need to.
Yeah, especially with the sanctuary located here in the village.
Yep, exactly.
Checkerboard yielding 20 rupees. We're not going to grab that.
They already have enough money.
I mean, they might.
That was a nice bow race game.
What's that?
That was a nice bow race game.
But is that our first bow, or is that going to be our second bow? We'll find out eventually. We find a dark cave over here, but we don't know which one it is. I don't think we heard the drop down, so it's not Old Man Rescue, because otherwise, Wall Kicks. At this point in time in the competition, everyone knows how to do a swordless walkthrough of that Old Man Cave.
Okay, Ninja Bro's gonna check the connectors for the castle.
All right, Hyrule Castle left.
That's good.
Takes us up to Death Mountain. That's not a bad one to find. And it looks like Ninjembro's going to go play the bomb game here and find out what we have as a free Spear 1 location.
Yeah, you need minimum 5 bombs to get to all the way to the back.
Yeah, that's providing you're pretty decent with the way that the bombs work out. Looks like Ninjembro's got them lined up. There we go. And we get a logical key to GT. Wall Kicks is
gonna
going to
check
go
it.
ahead and follow this connector, and it's going to find out the same answer.
Up
And this
to
takes you to the
vanilla
floating
exit.
island. The screen guard's always horrible.
Should be still fine on bombs. Okay. Map to ice. Good information for later.
Good information to have, but it doesn't really do anything for us as far as telling us what's behind a Hyrule Castle small key. Maybe we'll get something interesting here. So Wall Kicks is making the interesting decision here to get himself set up with a death warp.
Now, does he want to go back to the village, or did he not scout this?
Yeah, I don't think he saw this because he hasn't seen Swamp Palace either.
Okay, so he kind of lucked out. He'll be able to check the top of these and then go north at that point.
Yeah, but you also feel, you want that to be a connector that doesn't take you to a place you already have access to.
True. And Jim are going to farm back up his bombs.
Makes sense. I mean, at this early stage, you never know when you're going to find the mini Moldorm cave. You could very well want to have the bombs in order to take care of those mini Moldorms.
That's your only weapon right now, too.
Yeah. Which is why the bombs are as important as they are. Which is why Wall Kicks is going to spend the 50 rupees and buy some.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. And then Jim are going to finish his scouting for Hyrule Castle Red exit.
All right, and then this right
entry.
Okay. We don't care as much about the mirror. Lumberjack dropped down over here, yielding us 300 rupees. The Palace of Darkness located at the Lumberjack home.
Small key. We can at least get 3 items logically. 5 if they are good at mimic clipping.
And we know there's a bow at the race game. Now, Ninjembro doesn't know this. He hasn't made his way down there. Sicked, located up here in the Lost Woods.
Okay, this makes sense. Spend the key. This is in logic. Please be the magic bat. Oh, okay, visible item is also not bad. We're not
And just a piece of heart. So the 2 remaining the drop downs that we have, we've got the Well and Magic Bat. And it looks like Ninjembro's going to say no to doing Mimic Clip. Which is interesting for Ninjembro, only because of the fact that Ninjembro does not know about that bow.
Mm-hmm.
Wall Kicks does.
We'll see if he does the Mimic Clip then. They also might not be super comfortable with mimic clipping without bottle.
And that's also understandable. You may not want to waste away too much time trying to pull off the clipping. As we have a little bit of a hiccup here from Ninjembro.
Still a lot of places to scout out. With the knowledge we have, where would you go? Would you go up the mountain through the Hyrule Castle connector, or would you scout eastern or south shore?
We've got 3 entrances that we can get to on Death Mountain. I kind of want to put that on for just a moment, and I want to go ahead and see what we have over. Maybe Eastern Way is the better idea for me.
I'm gonna check south shore, or at least this initial entrance. We'll see how far they go. There's the bottom of Spiral. Not too long of a trip.
As we fix the stuff within Gembro. I don't know what we saw over... Oh, I don't think Wall Kicks even checked it. The dam.
Nope, he went straight down. And then with no glove, makes sense to not walk all the way over to Ice Rock Cave area.
You leave yourself in the painful position of orphaning that place, but you also leave yourself in the painful position if your required progression is over in that direction too. The big question becomes, when do you check it? At what point do you throw in the towel and head over there?
I think where Wall Kicks is going right now makes sense. It's easier to get back to this location than it is to Ice Rock Cave.
Yeah, I do agree.
You would finish all your other checks, and then if you find nothing, then go there.
Yeah, like if you go over towards the eastern area, get those 4 entrances done, and you still don't have any answers. Now that gives us a little bit more to do there, that lamp at the Bonk Rocks located at Agina.
Nice thing to have. We have the 2 entrances now we can scout out in the CAC area. But yeah, let's go to eastern area first. See what's here. Maybe this gives us a hookshot or something to do more of the mountain. Maybe this just gives us other progression.
Still waiting to see. I mean, that lamp very well could be what the answer is. Although, that's kind of an annoying thing to find right there. Yeah, finding Super Bunny at a place where you have 2 more entrances that you want to check. And you need to check those.
Others, and then probably go back to that.
Yeah. So that's the reason why that's a little bit annoying. It's just the fact that now you have to go back to that to get your 2 free items, plus the connector. Who knows, that could take you up to Death Mountain for all you know. And Wall Kicks grabbing the heart, that's an interesting decision. I mean, health is good, but we don't have a mirror yet. Looks like Ninjembro is going to be heading up to the mountain. We get to see what those 3 entrances are.
A little bit more divergence, which is nice.
It's information for all of us.
I'm a big fan of information.
I'm a fan of getting past those Tektites. All right, so that 1 check in desert is now in logic.
The dancing lady. Where are you going to go? Okay.
Also, the desert ledge is in logic. Hey, sword!
Okay, so he can get back onto the mountain pretty easily. He can check the 1 other entrance he needs to check, and then probably go through desert.
Mm-hmm. Or we'll just go through Quarreling Brothers, which is another connector that will take us somewhere. Watch this pops us out at Desert Right.
That would be pretty funny.
Nope, instead it pops us out over here. We get the map to Skull Woods. Key to Turtle Rock found over here at the Super Bunny. And because we already know that that's Hyrule Castle, right, there's no reason for Ninjembro to continue on.
No, unless we need to bunny
Oh,
walk later.
Super Bunny puts you out the old man's home.
That's actually pretty good.
All right, so we already... I'm assuming Ninjembro stole the key.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is why he took that death.
Yep. Nothing here. Gonna probably reset. See what the last item is in the connectors. I'll probably reset that.
Also get yourself the knowledge of what's on that torch.
Yeah.
How much do you care about the boots? I mean, you want the boots, just do you care more? Oh dear. Castle Tower. I don't know how to feel about that one. Maybe you still do a reset here, knowing that you found nothing else. Eastern Palace found for wall kicks.
With the lamp, the back is in logic, so.
Nice exit here for Desert Middle. Don't care about the cape or the Master Sword. I mean, we do, but you don't need it for that entrance anymore. And over here on the left side. All right, and there's the reset. All right, so then Jumper is going to make his way over here towards the right. Check out what we've seen already from wall kicks. We'll get to see the Super Bunny entrance. That will take him up to the other side of the mountain. Has not gotten the lamp out of Agena. But Ninjembro also, because he has the sword, is going to show us what we have inside the cave that doesn't exist.
I don't know if he's gonna be amused with just how short of a path back it's gonna be. So for Eastern is not really paying out.
One item remains. 50 rupees from Spiral. And you just brush this off and you just walk back around and go back towards the eastern area.
Other than Super Bunny, there wasn't really much over this area.
Yeah, but we still have 3 more entrances to check.
Yep. So I'm wondering where the progression is going to be. Is it going to force a bunny walk, or is there still something on the mountain or Ice Rod Cave area?
We're quickly starting to run out of options, though.
There is also those 2 dark rooms in the village.
They probably connect right to each other.
I'm gonna guess one of them is save and quit back.
Ninjembro, almost going over the right side, realizes I don't have a mirror or a hook shot to make the easy path. And we find a heart container that is mirror blocked. And here's a 5-item cave for us. It's Mini Moldorm. And Wall
This is
Kicks
gonna be
currently
fun.
with 10 bombs. Good luck.
Okay.
Take.
Should be a problem now. It's more just the 2 hearts getting that first one down.
3 bombs. That's good. And it yields us your 3 bombs back. There's our magic cape. A small key to GT and a small key to Ice Palace. I'm not overwhelmed with what we just picked up.
Yeah. Nothing super important right now.
Waterfall Cave.
Also not
Still
super
more
important.
nothing. At least the keys do something.
Okay, one more check up here. Let's hope it's something good.
And if I'm Wall Kicks, this is not my final check. Because I'll go into the dark world, check these 2 dark entrances here. Because the last thing you want to do is just end your route here and then find out later that there's a valuable cave up here that you want to prioritize when you get the Moon Pearl.
So our only way up here right now is the Super Bunny, which is a long walk.
Yeah, there's nothing easy about this. And we do see Ninjambra also going in here to Eastern, so the advantage that he may have gained by doing the Zelda Desan strats of skipping Eastern until you have the tools to do it are not going to pay out here. So DDM is, well, you're going to mark that on your tracker for when you get the hammer and the lift upgrade and the Moon Pearl.
It also moved to just a few entrances away.
Yeah, that really wasn't much of a transport at all. So let's see. It looks like Wall Kicks is going towards Hyrule Castle with the bombs in hand. So we'll see some guard killing here.
Either he was familiar enough with the 2 dark caves to know which ones they are, or he's just not interested in the connectors right now. I think I would have routed just up to see what the dark cave was before coming back down here.
Final check coming up here for Ninjambro. We already know this is nothing, but Ninjambro's just finding that out now. So yeah, Eastern had nothing. But while Ninjambro's up here, you definitely will free the old man. Now, he does not have the lamp yet, but got a sword, you don't care.
Yeah, it makes sense.
So, in logic right now, all we have are the 2 entrances near the Ice Rod Cave, and then Bunny walking.
No, we've got the 2 dark ones in the village area. Because lamp is in logic.
Well, depending on where they go, of course, yes. I still think that they're going to be both sides of the... I think there's still going to be both sides of the Death Mountain Descent Cave.
And that might be, but I guess we won't know until right now Wall Kicks checks them out. But yeah, otherwise we've taken all the connectors we can take. So it's those 2 entrances in Ice Rock Cave area, the 2 dark caves, and then bunny walking. It's a bunny walk. That's a very annoying location.
Thankfully, Ninjembro was able to get away from the cabbages because one heart and a very annoying walk back to here, you don't want to have to come back. 50 rupees and Dark Cross. That was also in logic for us.
Nothing important in the castle.
Nothing really important anywhere.
I don't think Walkick's checked any of this out, so he's gonna see his right side of the mountain.
Yep. And he's gonna get that right now. Nice kill of the final mini Moldworm for Ninjembro, as he will get his couple of keys in the cape. And he's gonna get his 3 connectors of fun. And if you're cheering on Wall Kicks, you would love for him to take the Elder connector, because that will get him that sword on Desert Ledge.
At this point, he's like, okay, which one do I take?
Could you please maybe not give me all the connectors, game? Thank you.
Okay, Desert first for the items.
And he didn't steal the key.
Any of them, so.
And he didn't steal the key, so this is just the one item, and get out of here.
Actually, no. If he leaves out of here from the middle, he's. Oh no, he has the cape. He's fine.
I think we just got a little bit of map information. We know Skullwoods is a pendant. Turtle Rock is one of our 5-6, and Ice also is a crystal.
Well, we knew the 5-6 from the bomb shop.
Well, that's true. It's Eastern's the other 5-6.
Yep.
All right. Wall Kicks comes out of there, and don't worry if if he's saying this right now. Now he of course is going to see the old man, and is probably going to take him to the other side. And then Jumbo's about to get his lamp.
Here. Nope. Go back through desert and find out where that is now. Yep. Take the other connectors up on the mountain.
And again, the one that is more important is the Elder, because you want to see Wall Kicks get this sword.
We know he's not going to get locked out of either of them. He doesn't.
Yeah, especially since he's taking this. And Jembro's about to pick up the lamp.
Yep.
And here is the sword for Wall Kicks. So with Ninjembro starting here at the sanctuary, this tells me
feels like the lamp checks.
Yep. And we're going to start with the one that is closest to home. And we have ourselves Old Man back. All right, so we are going to get somewhere new because the other one is going to be Deathbound Descension.
Yeah, especially if you were right that.
Oh wait,
it could be save and quit front. Not save.
He's going to check Dark Cross first.
Yeah.
All right, bunny walking time for Wall Kicks.
Yeah, I think he's at that point where there's not as much things for him to do, so this is a valid strategy. Bunny walk, see how far he gets, what's around.
Because you could find something like hammer pegs where the item's out in the open. And thus in logic.
NPC.
Or we can find a connector with a light world equivalent, and thus be in logic as well.
Sequence break with a skull first, though.
And this also makes sense.
Guess if Ninja didn't take this exit.
I thought he did. I thought he was the one who checked these connectors, not wall kicks. Out of logic bottle.
Oh, maybe he's going up, back up to pod.
Tried to boomerang through the pegs. The pegs said no.
Yep, one more key, so he can get to the back of pod.
Hey, small key to this dungeon. Always great text to see. I mean, it worked out for wall kicks because now he doesn't have to worry about going to the pinball room in order to get that key.
So out of logic, 6 items here. What do we get?
Yeah, we need to have
that game.
Yeah, we need to have 4 more keys in order to put this in logic. So, see that Palace of Darkness is indeed a crystal.
Not caring about the money after with like 12 already. Makes sense.
Yeah, this is a pretty rich seed, and we still don't even have access to Zora logically. And Ninjambro gets the bomb jump after several revisions. 6 keys locks these 2 items. Are these important items or are these items?
Well, that's 6 key shovel. No, it's probably not going to be anything good.
Yeah, that ranks as in my book right now in another map. And one of the useless maps in this game.
Yeah.
When did Wall Kicks find the mushroom?
I think in Skull.
Ah. We haven't seen the potion shop, but you turn this in because sometimes the potion shop can be in a really annoying location. Alright, so it looks like Ninjambro's resolving to go to the Ice Rod Cave.
This is Wall Kicks doing spiral, maybe into Ice Rod Cave as well.
Makes sense.
This is a really slow opening, though.
It really is, which is why you put this off as long as you can.
Yeah, Wall Kicks gonna do the same thing. Okay.
This is a small key to this dungeon. Big key to Thieves' Town. I haven't seen that yet. Alright, so nothing here.
At least item-wise that we can use yet.
As in stuff that really throws a what do we do next into the loop. And nothing there either.
So that wasn't the answer. So that one dark entrance or bunny walking?
Pretty much.
Unless that's not the... Oh no, we already found, yeah. No, so yeah, that one dark entrance or bunny walking, I think.
Like, the only way that that isn't anything is if that is the Old Man Rescue, but I would have seemed...
Yeah, whether they actually try to drop down or not,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Who knows? I mean, we're really getting down to just a few good options. But you also know what else is an option to us? The chain shop room. All right, so that is the DMD set.
Don't really like this kind of equipment with TR, but
I mean, you got Bombos to take care of the Pokey.
well, yeah.
So the hardest getting the free key here is done and over with, and that is not our answer.
I forgot about these two checks. Yeah, at this point, you know where laser bridges just burn the key.
In true, yeah, since you already know where your access to the back is. Gotta be careful of these chain chomps. Wall kicks doing the dancing of these great things that love to do so much damage. There's our Moon Pearl. There's our Moon Pearl. Oh boy. That's a fun location for it.
We still don't have super great access to Dark World.
We have annoying access to the Dark World, Iceman. Annoying. Go through Hyrule Castle to go through the Quarreling Brothers to get to the bumper top.
Yep, that's our current Dark World. Wallkick's gonna find out this is not gonna go anywhere.
Although there is a slight... I don't know. They're both annoying. There's two ways. There's two ways that we can get to the Dark World. They're both annoying.
What's the other way?
Start at Old Man, cape your way into desert, and then get yourself to the mountain.
Yeah, but they can't
Either
do
way,
anything on the mountain.
Right, but you're walking there to get to the Quarreling Brothers.
Oh, okay, sir. Yeah, I see. I thought you meant Dark Mountain, because I was looking at desert left.
Yeah, can't do much in that one, but...
No, not without
until we get a mirror.
Yeah. Glove will give them one entrance.
So the question in chat about who won game number 1, Wall Kicks won game number 1. So if Wall Kicks wins this, it's on to round 2. If Ninjumber wins this, he stays alive. And Wall Kicks didn't check any of the other entrances besides the Dark Lumberjacks, right?
Nope. He checked Dark Lumberjack and then went over to Skull, and that was it.
So we're getting new information here from Dark Chapel.
Mm-hmm.
Connector.
Okay, that's actually good information, and you can get back to... I was worried he was gonna get thrown somewhere he couldn't come back from.
Right, which is a possibility. But we had 3 force outs still. TR Bridge, Desert Right, and... no, just 2. We've already found 3 of our force outs.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think is the next step in this progression chain?
That's a tricky one. I'm gonna guess they're gonna get mirrors soon.
That would be the obvious one, I think. Yeah.
The annoying one would be something like Hookshot or Glove that would give them something, but not a lot.
Hookshot would give them 4 items to grab.
And now also that entrance to Meyer, do a little bit of stuff in Meyer.
Have we seen Meyer?
Wallkicks just went into it.
Oh.
The
Shows how observant I am. We wish we had a mirror for that one. Obviously, the mirror doesn't do anything logically for that cave. You want to see it. Wallkicks is going to go spend the final bomb to purchase 10 more.
Yeah, you've got a lot of money in it. This makes a lot of sense. Well, the other thing Bo would get us, even just for more entrances, would be the other thing Mirror would get us is the bow, along with other entrances, which would give us the front 2 for a pod.
Yeah, that's right. Also, by the way, because now we have that Moon Pro, you know who else is in Logic?
Who else is in Logic?
We have that bottle that we picked up in Skull Woods. Sick Kids in Logic.
Yep. I forgot that's where Wallkicks got the bottle, which Ninjembra's going to get soon.
Yep, in the Skull Big Chest.
That's a good key to get.
It's a good key to get, but
I mean, we don't. They don't have.
We don't have. Yeah, we don't have axes yet, but
you still would rather get that before the access.
True.
That's one key you don't really want to go hunting for.
So you're 46 minutes in. What's going through your mind with how dry the seed has been item-wise so far?
Wondering where the progression's going to be.
Yeah, same here.
Yep, there's the mushroom in the skull.
Mm-hmm.
Which that's also in Logic once you do find the potion shop.
Hey, there's another bow.
So that's good to know for silvers. If you have mirror and you're checking that entrance, you probably grab that.
The good Ice Rod Cave.
For nothing.
Which has the same thing that Ninjember just found.
2 more entrances on this loop. Not a whole lot of other things to do so far. I guess you go up to Pod and Sick Kid. 3 relatively quick items.
That makes sense, yeah.
Assuming you don't find anything else.
Yeah, I have more money. So I guess you're right. That is Misery Mire there. Have you ever lied to me?
Not intentionally.
So why would I doubt you
Okay,
now?
Thieves Town. This is good. All but one
It's
item.
good, but dangerous.
Well, you can get all but one item, so you might as well obviously do it.
Yeah. It's just dangerous because of that one item. And there's our mirror. I don't think
now
wall
you
kicks.
feel a bit better.
Yeah. I don't think wall kicks abandons this route now. I think at this point you go to K45 and then you get that bow.
Yeah, because then you could also check that other entrance. Quick, easy silvers. But now this gives you options for you can go up the mountain and check a few more entrances up there. That's about it, really.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of entrances that opened up, and pretty much just a way to change your route.
Check all the entrances on the mountain. That'll take a lot of loops. It would be kind of annoying right now.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it's not that bad.
It's not too horrible. You just go through Hookshot Cave, see what's on the floating island. Just a lot of mirror transitions coming up. Because we've already seen TR Bridge, you have access to the Spiral Cave entrance.
Yep.
Which then makes it a no-brainer. You drop down the middle.
Yep. Drop down the middle so that you can do the bumper mirror checks after. Or exit bumper cave to go to the bridge.
So there's Ninjambro picking up his bow and wall kicks continuing through here. So no matter what, we're not going to be able to get this item out of the big chest.
No.
Because there's only one place where the small key can be, and there's only one place where this hammer can be that would allow you to be able to check this while you're here.
I don't think the game was going to be like that.
No, it's not. For all we know, that hammer's locked behind the mirror. In fact, it almost has to be locked behind the mirror at this point.
I think it's faster, if I remember right, to mirror from here.
Now we know blind cannot have the small key.
Yeah, that just makes the mountain much easier to do.
We know blind cannot have the small key. But if it was the other way around, it would have been possible.
That's just funny.
And because of that hammer placement, that can still lock the Thieves Small.
You know your script should be fine here, but you've also got Cape as a safety if you need it.
Yeah, but as you mentioned,
is good.
As long as you are on the script, you should have little problem. And Shield and Thief Sound is a crystal.
Okay, so at this point, you're feeling a bit better. You have your first crystal. You've got 2 really good items. You're hoping for gloves soon, so you have better Dark World access, but you'll take what you have. I think you still go to
You're
the
going
west.
You're
the
going
west.
yeah, you're going K45. But of course, you can't go the traditional way because you don't have a glove.
But what I mean is, you just also got hammer, so now you have access to the east side of the Dark World.
Yeah.
So this is a long walk for 2 entrances and unknown silvers, versus what is that? 2, 4, 5 entrances plus plus an item.
Yeah, but silvers just makes things feel a whole
Oh
lot
no, I
better.
agree. I would do this too. I would grab my guaranteed silvers.
Mm-hmm.
But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking like, there's a lot of
What?
entrances I now have access to.
Yeah. What is your? You're trying to accelerate your ability to get things checked in a more optimal way, and I understand that. Checking entrances optimally. That might be a reason why I'm not here in the playoffs.
Unless Wallkicks just magically finds gloves in the mirror chest, the mirror entrance here, then he has very easy access back to there, and then it's not a big issue.
Uh, TR front. I don't know how to feel about that. Of course, there's something that we can do about it right now because
We don't
game
have
isn't
Kane
giving
in
us.
the first place.
Yeah, game hasn't given us the cane, and based on the fact that Wall Kicks is not saving and quitting.
He's gonna walk all the way over,
Yep.
check those entrances and stuff.
And I get what you mean by this takes a while. Because this is what, a minute's walk to get back to where he was.
Mm-hmm. But at least with that knowledge of TR front, we know we don't care about the small keys anymore. We can save it for the boss. If we need to do the boss.
Ninjabro using the mirror.
Pretty sure if you have to walk around, that's the faster way without glove.
Yeah, I think Dr. Mario was the one who came up with that. Or Moore was the first one to really showcase the difference between the two. And a heart container, which you will grab now that you have the mirror.
I think even without the mirror, I personally still would have grabbed that. 5 heart green mail is not a lot.
Oh, did he not grab that? My goodness. Wall Kicks is bold.
No, he grabbed it. I'm just saying, mirror to me would not have factored into whether I grabbed it or not.
Here's the dam.
So now once we have flippers, then we can actually get all of the front of Swamp done.
And Jembro is just going to go straight over here and choose not to grab the silvers.
He's not missing out right now, though.
Yeah, he's not missing much. He will get them.
Okay, mirror with Castle Tower. Silvers makes this easy. Okay, what are we gonna find? We have 3 more entrances on this loop. glove. There we go.
Yeah, I think we might want that glove.
See, now that makes it a lot faster for Ninjimbo to get the silvers in that area. He can save and quit to the cat village, and then just go through that dark world. And now Catfish is kind of orphaned up there.
If you come up with any sort of excuse to get yourself back there, it would be to check Zora afterwards, but we don't have flippers for that yet.
To start in the dark world for that, I think if you find flippers, you're doing flipper checks and not even worrying about that.
Yeah.
I mean, both murders have done the same thing, so it's not going to really hurt, but
right, it's a
more
loose,
annoying.
Yeah, it's a loose square for certain. Oh, the Jumbo doesn't have the.
Where was that small key?
Oh,
we need boots.
About that.
Okay, so now I'm pretty sure you put
that was the desert lobby. Remember, Ninjambro's got it, but had to cancel out of it.
Oh, right.
Because he spent that key that he stole.
That's slightly annoying.
Yeah.
I think I like this route from wall kicks. You can do the lip rock. You can mirror to see if he even needs the floating island.
He probably does.
If he does, then he just walks from the save and quit.
Mm-hmm.
Not a huge deal.
Pyramid Fairy, nothing.
Yeah, you keep the fairy in the bottle for a bit.
And we don't care about that.
Is he coming back to here?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, yeah,
he's gonna get the Hera and he's gonna get the Hera and then drop down.
Makes sense. Capacity Fairy.
And I bet Ninjumbo, well, he's not going there now, but he's gonna go up to the floating island. I bet he's a little bit annoyed with the location of that said agate tower there. Here's a connector I forgot about.
Well, because we haven't found any of the up to the connectors.
Small key to Turtle Rock. I mean,
okay, so now you get on Turtle Rock keys.
Yeah, it's a nice key to have.
So the only way this will hurt Ninjambro is if Mitz is needed and the second glove isn't easy to find. If Mitz isn't needed and he finds the other glove for his normal, it's not going to be too big of a deal. Okay, there's the...
I guess from being over and over, that drops you down. Also, now we can check the desert back entrance.
Yep. This is good routing.
nothing out of it, but
I wonder if you're going to go through Quarreling Brothers from here, and then sequence break Paradox. Check the two lift rocks on by Bumper Cave and Lake Bumper.
I would check also Sanctuary.
Yeah, because that could be your 5 item.
Yeah, because that could be your well.
Would you leave that till after, so you can check the mirror checks? Focus on the known items. Did you not exit here, wall kicks?
I guess not. Ninjambro did.
Yeah.
Ganon's Tower.
Okay, we're getting a sick hit check from Ninjambro, it looks like.
With a big key to Misery Mire.
That's good. We don't have the hookshot or Boots to get past it, but we know Boots is locking the completion of that dungeon.
Big key and the torch.
Locking that big key. Okay, so we're gonna get Boots.
Oh, where are we going to get those boots?
Yeah.
How soon?
Check these two.
Do you want me to give you an estimate what I think when we're gonna get those boots?
Soon?
3 minutes and 24 seconds.
Okay, why do you think that?
I don't know. Just throwing out a random number.
Fair. I have a feeling they're gonna be soon. We have everything we need for Meyer. We need it for TR. And whatever that big key is. I have a feeling we're gonna get Boots relatively soon. So nothing in pod from both sides.
I'm just counting down those seconds, Iceman.
Walkies never came back here with the other key.
Yeah, and then Jembro was the one who came back here earlier. Wallkicks doesn't have the shovel. Oh boy, Ice Palace.
Technically beat it. Oh no, Jembro can't.
Yeah, something glove. So Wallcakes, it's his 40 rupees, and a Jembro. What do you think we're gonna find here?
I would lap at Boots. Right call.
Almost.
Although, what could bail the Jembro out here is if he finds glove.
Oh gosh, if he finds the glove here, he thinks he's on cloud 9. Until he finds out that that's the second item in Aga Tower.
But like I said, unless mitts are needed, maybe that's not important for him. But if mitts are needed, who knows when he's going to get back there?
The longer we go, the more I worry about the mitts being required, because we have not seen any access to the mire area yet. Now, of course, we still don't have a flute at this point, but
It all depends on our dungeons, but the only dungeons we haven't found so far are Skullwoods back in Tower Para.
chat making sure that I know that my 3 minutes and 24 seconds have elapsed. So, Iceman,
Yes,
I was wrong.
it happens to all of us.
But it seems to happen to me more often than not.
So we can get this one item here, and then the freezer room. Oh, nice tea. Oh, there's your flute. Doesn't help us immediately,
It's nice for
but it's a nice to have.
Yeah, it's nice for transportation purposes.
I wanted that to be a full refill for wall kicks. I'm not familiar with my key logic for ice. And a key sandy, is that actually hookshot locked if they had a small key?
Chat seems to suggest so, but trying to figure out the logic to ice on the fly like this is just so painful. I've had migraines that were less painful.
So wall kicks is just gonna trust the drop down. Oh, right, so it's always hook up. Okay, fair. And it's magic bat, so we have a 5 item behind GT.
Yeah. Got to do GT in order to get those wonderful 5 items that could be just nothing but a trap for somebody. But Wall Kicks is about to find this ice palace, and Wall Kicks is going to be able to do a little bit more.
Yep. It depends whether he wants to actually attempt that fight or not. He has a fairy, but I don't think he wants to use it yet.
And Jembro activates, well, activates the shovel. We've all done that before. So now the question is...
Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, what the next question is what are we going to find from Wall Kicks in the 3 checks that Njembro couldn't get?
That's what I was gonna say. Is we can see what Njembro missed. We can also see what sequence breaking paradox will get us.
Well, we find a small key to Hera.
Haven't found Hera yet, so fine. Oh,
that's very annoying.
Unfortunate. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and we don't even know how we're supposed to be here.
Yeah, that's the other fun.
Well, that's behind the flippers.
Where's entrance number 2?
Desert right. No.
Fire.
We now have access to the mire area. Out of logic, but who cares?
Okay. So what was our logical way here? Is it flippers or is it flute plus mitts?
So we're going to find out a little bit more about this seed coming up here in just a few.
Not even grabbing the heart from the palm. Interesting. Oh, that's good for wall kicks.
Are you getting nervous about his current health situation?
I am, yes. Okay, good. He's grabbing that one heart.
So I
But
gotta
he
stop
has
the
a fairy,
beeping.
and now he has a red potion as well. Right, grab that.
There's the flute for wall kicks. Did we check Meyer's shed, by the way?
Yeah, it was nothing.
Okay. Must have been the first stop he had on his tour
It
after
was.
getting there.
Well, he mirrored to check front of desert, and then he did
Yep.
Meyer Shed.
Yeah.
The only thing he found there was the powder. Nothing else.
Which he can't even check at this point.
Correct. Considering we don't have logical access there anyways, the only other thing that could be there is checkerboard, which wall kicks can check when he goes there. But that's about it. So he's gonna mirror here, find nothing.
You have a whole lot of nothing here. And it's going to check the bottom here, see that that is where... Nope, he's not even going to do that. Thinking about it. Nope, it's just going to flute. Or not. It's like we're going back to the Quarreling Brothers.
I guess he didn't check a mimic.
Now with the hammer in hand, so yeah, here we go. And I don't know about you, Iceman, but it is starting to shape up like that glove could be a really big defining moment of this race.
Yeah, we can. Because this is a so far single dip for wall kicks up here.
In a dungeon that we know we need to do.
Now, if there's something in that big chest, I have a feeling Ninjabro's going to get that on his next trip, and that might be something wall kicks puts off for a while.
That's almost the last locating here for wall kicks at that point. Hammer struts here for wall kicks, but he does have the fairy in the bottle. He also has the red potion.
Red potion. I don't know if Ninjambro checked Hammer House in Village.
He has not gotten there yet.
Because I think he would Paradox, and then that was it. Nice fight. For a sword, okay.
Sword upgrade, which is good to see. Crystal number 2 goes to wall kicks. Nagin over
What's
here
it
at the
do?
Spiral Cave.
Nothing.
And Wall Kicks is heading back in this direction too. So these two will do a high five. Or not.
This makes sense. Wall Kicks has pretty easy access back to CAC with
Mm-hmm.
the glove. Where do we go from here? So we still haven't checked the flooded item, and there's the two lift rocks cell shore area. Ooh, Hype Cave, okay.
Oh, Hype Cave. And it's about as hype as Hype Cave has been in the last like 13 versions.
Now he's gonna get his silvers and check the entrance.
Yep. Yeah, you'll see that that is the Turtle Rock front. So as we make the way to the hour 20 mark of this race, the big thing as far as what happened, and Jembro stole the key from Desert back. So he checked the two that were on the right-hand side, then checked the lobby chest. Lobby chest has the Castle Tower 1. That's the problem because he reset to get that key back, but hasn't gone back into Desert to fetch that Castle Tower 1 again.
The other thing we have in Logic that I completely forgot about till now, Zora.
That's nasty.
It is. I don't disagree with that, but we have a glove. Zora's in Logic.
But when do you go over there?
That's the question. With Flute, it's actually not as bad because then you can do flipper checks out of Logic, but that still feels bad.
It really is. As we find a small key here. And that is Misery Mire, which is something that neither of these runners can do at this point. And we welcome in those coming in here from Gavachu. Thank you very much for the raid to Nilson Alex's channel. We have game 2 of Ninjambro Wall Kicks. Wall Kicks with the 1-0 series advantage.
Spiral Castle to probably back up the mountain.
Yeah, this is him getting this key back. I think this is him getting this key back.
Yep, that is the desert.
And given the path to Agate Tower, this is really annoying.
Yep.
Because you've got to take that connector and the Quarreling Brothers all the way around. I mean, maybe Ninjambro tries to shortcut it by kern jumping.
Yeah, that'll shortcut a bit, but it's still an annoying walkover.
Yeah, no matter how you slice it, it's annoying. There's a lot of things annoying in this race.
So we'll see if there's anything initially in checkerboard here. That's the one thing that Ninjambro didn't get initially.
Do you think there is something there?
We're running out of spots.
Yeah. And we
So
still
we've
got a lot
got-
of items we need.
Yeah. So we've got the Lift Rock, the Reaper Farm Lift Rock between Desert and Dam. We've got Ice Rock Cave Lift Rock, Zora, Checkerboard as like locations to get to. And then a knowing double dip of Ice Palace to get the big chest. We don't have a lot left.
Oh no. Oh no.
Well, we'll see what that big chest is for earlier than later. That feels bad.
Yeah, this is... Ninjambro's down to 2 options at this point, and they both stink.
Oh yeah, we also have Magic Bat.
This is going to be really problematic for Ninjambro unless that second glove miraculously turns
is
out to
there.
be in this big chest. Hera found
Hera.
here at the rock.
He does have the small key, so you can check all the basement or the bottom floor.
Yeah, we only have these 3 checks in Hera.
So yeah, so unless this is gloves for Ninjambro, this is a triple dip Ice Palace.
Yeah, and you do not feel good about that whatsoever. Like, this is Ninjambro, and we know that Ninjambro at this point is going to be freaking out. Because that feeling when you're running out of locations, you're running out of checks, it never feels good. You've had it before, right?
Uh-huh.
Hey, I'm down to 3
All the
items
time.
that I can check. Guess what? Item 1 is not it. Item 2 is not it. Oh, I'm going to last locate it. Now I feel horribly bad.
Oh yeah, Spike Cave.
Yes, I was
That's
just thinking that.
That's one I always forget. Unless I can do it the very first time I'm there, I always forget it.
Oh, this feels really bad. And you know when it's a kind of like a one item leads to a next situation?
Oh. Wow,
My
okay.
goodness!
That's a bailout. Now, that could swing the other way. That if mitts are needed for anything, when does wall kicks get back there?
Oh my goodness! Ninjambro gets bailed out by the glove in an Ice Palace big chest that wall kicks is going to probably last locate if the mitts are needed for anything. But the big other question is, when does Ninjambro get to Agate Tower? Maybe he has more incentive to get back there now. And you gotta think that Ninjambro at this point is feeling like he's on cloud 9 because of the fact that he just found that. And
Yeah.
here's the thing. That big key to Ice Palace is not in logic.
That's correct. I wonder if he's gonna remember that and then think, where the hell are my normal gloves?
Yes, that's right, Jay Coper. It was in the big chest.
So there's a big key also on Zora Ledge.
Oh, be careful, Ninjambro. I think he didn't check the Pyramid Fairy. He didn't have a way to check the Pyramid Fairy, so he does not have that. Oh, there we go. We're switching over to the cape. Try to take care of this. This is not a good spot if he ends up dying, because then you are resolved to the triple dip. And any hit, one more left. Can he get this one down? We're still in blunt clench mode. There it is.
Got it.
Wow. Alrighty. Crystal number 2
Okay.
for Ninjambro.
GT Big Key is locked behind flippers.
Why?
Zora Ledge.
I know that's where it was, but why?
Good question.
Oh, right, because Ninjambro just got that glove. Now he's gonna check these other 2 checks.
Yep, and he'll get a second bottle, so that'll be a nice safety for later. Where are you going, wall kicks? Oh, catfish?
That seems to be the only place the wall kicks can go at this point. Why do I have the feeling that part of this process to get this seed moving will include a trip back into Ice Palace for wall kicks and to do the Breadsmith chain?
I'm thinking now.
Oh, wait.
Someone said 2 bigs behind flippers. That second glove is actually behind flippers, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the only logical way into the paradox then, because you can't get mitts to access it from Maya area, is from flipper check.
Yep.
That's why... a very deep mitt.
Yeah. So here's a question for you. Where's the Breadsmiths?
The turn-in is the kid entrance.
Oh, okay. So we did see that then.
Yep. But
at least he's in the village then.
Yeah, it's not logical right now though. So where are we supposed to go is the question. Walker's got his glove from Castle Tower's second chest, which the small key is in Desert Front. Was that Desert Chest front?
Yeah, the Desert Lobby chest.
Ninjambro initially scummed the key. Okay, I often do this as well.
Dark shopping mall.
Over. Yeah, give it a try if you make it.
Yeah, and this RNG helped out a lot.
And then he'll be able to mirror and check the light world lift rock as well.
Skull back.
Skull is a pendant, which we already knew.
It's not even the green pendant.
Nope.
Which one is our green pendant? We don't know because we haven't found Sahasrahla yet.
That's an interesting cave to not have found yet.
It just means it's gonna have nothing.
Yeah, this makes sense. While you're here, just do this.
All right. What does Magic Bat have for us?
So you can have our running shoes.
Is that your prediction?
No, it's a question. No.
No, he doesn't. I mean, it's perfectly fine if you want to make that your prediction. I predict all the time, and I get called a witch the times I'm correct, but that's only, what, 1 out of 10 times I'm correct? If you throw enough darts, you hit the bullseye once in a while.
Usually. Yep, powder is also flipper locked because that was in the Meyer area.
Yep, it was. You see, I'm not one of those skilled billiards players that gets 180 all the time.
Jimbo's gonna find his GT.
No refunds. Walkix still has the fairy in the bottle, so we're not super worried about being down to 2 hearts. I mean, I thought he was getting hit by that spike. I thought he was getting hit by that spike. That's why that death surprised me.
Interesting that Jumbo took the door. I guess he's comfortable with the keys he has to finish.
I mean, he's got 3 of them. Just trying to figure out what's going through the mind as here. And chicken coop. Chicken coop leads us to nothing.
Where's the progression of this? Nothing there. We need to check this left rock.
Well, we now
Mushrooms,
know
nothing.
that is nothing. It's good to know where the potion shop is. Just
White cave?
what about it?
That our next where the progression is?
I don't know if it is, but that's the next place that Wellkicks is going.
I'm just trying to think where else could it be. We're nowhere close to our 5-6. I think it has to be here.
I don't think it has to be.
Is the GT climb even in logic? I forget what the big key for that was.
No, that one is
that
one of the
was-
ones that are flipper blocked as well. Because
Yeah.
GT Big Key was located on Zora Ledge.
Yeah, so
I mean, you're probably right at this point. We're probably finding something here. And there are our boots.
okay, so now we can get Arcane, we can get Meyer done. We can get the big key on GT Torch,
We can get these bomb
because that's
rocks.
probably gonna be needed. Oh,
And there's a
5 item
5-item cave here immediately. And you get that cane first.
No, I check Hookshot Cave first.
Details.
But yes, the cane is my high priority at this point.
Cane, getting that is a priority. Because you want to do that before you go into Meyer. Because we can beat Meyer.
Exactly. And we know we need Cane for TR at the very minimum.
Which means you're still missing both rods.
Mm-hmm.
And the big key to the Tower of Hera.
I mean, with the hookshot, we didn't care about that unless there's an item there, but nice to at least have.
It's security at this point.
Mm-hmm. So, Flute 5, go get your cane.
Yep. Wall Cakes agrees with you. And this makes sense because if you're going to GT where there's going to be a lot of items there, if you find the
sequence
fire
break
rod, I mean, yeah, you can sequence break it, but even if you find the fire rod, then not having the cane would be like, oh, guess what? I'm throwing away the ability to check 5 items.
So with those boots opening up quite a bit of possible paths.
Yeah, this seed.
Do you rush
I'm sorry.
Meyer because it's a dungeon you can fully complete?
Hmm.
Or do you go check other boot locations? Because realistically, we've now found all our dungeon locations. do you still check entrances hoping to find something, or do you just rush dungeons now?
We still need the pod big key. We just got the Hera big key. We don't know if that dungeon is something that we need to beat. I would consider a world where we maybe do Meyer into GT or GT into Meyer. Either or.
Because Meyer and GT are pretty much next to each other.
And bear in mind, clearing GT includes the climb to the top for 5 items.
Well, 9 total items.
What's that?
9 total, because the four on the climb plus the 5 drop down.
Well, that's what I was talking about. The well being at the end of GT, so you've got the stuff that's
Looks
on
like-
the...
Looks like Meyer first. So this will get you closer to crystal knowledge.
And that's the other thing. You need to know what your end game is. Yes, you know you need both rods. You know you need the Palace of Darkness big key. But what else do we need? We gotta find these answers out.
Yep.
I'm still waiting for that annoying Thief's Tongue small key to pop up.
I think at that point it's dead.
You may say it's dead, but there's a glove in the Ice Palace big chest. Nothing is done yet.
No, that's true. But I don't think you, from the runner's perspective, I don't think you care about that right now. You've got so many other places to look at. This is Ninja Bro checking with the catfish.
Yeah, I think we're about to get the Titans here.
Oh, yeah, maybe he's getting that. That could be good, but it could also lead him astray to other places.
Yeah, and he's not going to be happy about finding this here.
What was that? 1, 2, 3 entrances and 2 items locked behind mitts.
Yeah, three entrances.
And the smith chain for 2 items.
I mean, if you're in Jember, you're feeling happy, and this is why I think this is why he's focusing on the mid entrances right now.
Yeah, makes sense.
Because he knows that Wall Kicks is likely to have just done ice without that big key, or he's thinking
so
maybe that's the case.
You chase what you think is in logic, is your not logic, your advantage.
Yeah, you try to maximize your
If you've
advantage.
done something. Okay, half magic's acceptable. Especially with Smith Chain being pretty quick in this seed. This makes sense.
My main question now turns into what we're going to find out from Wall Kicks in about a minute and a half from now. Is this a pendant or is this a crystal?
I'm gonna think crystal.
What makes you think crystal?
Pendants haven't really been. Well, we don't know, but it seems like the one pendant, skull. I don't think the other two are super in logic right now. I think the
Yeah.
game is giving us just the crystals. Just a gut feeling. Okay, blacksmith has ether, not needed. For now, at least.
And we find a small key to Ice Palace, and it is a crystal over here in Meyer. Also, Ninjembro seems to have marked off that Swamp Palace is also a crystal, and that desert is a pendant.
Which would mean Hera is our green.
It would have to be, yeah. So this is unfortunate for Ninjembro. I think this is where we're going to find our desert right. Yep.
So far, nothing locked behind the mitts.
Yeah, and this is the scenario that you were mentioning. Because we know
Unless
that
Purple Chest
Ninjembro
or-
needs to get to Spike.
Yeah. So unless Purple Chest or TR Entrance has something, Walkers will never have to go get the mitts from Ice Palace.
So if you're sharing an Ninjembro, you want to see something that is going to be like a tiny little needle in the haystack.
But if his tracker is correct... Okay,
Eastern
he needs
Big.
that. If his tracker is correct, what do we want to see here? What can we see, actually, is the question.
What do you mean? As far as
Well,
items
because-
that...
Because we know mitts are flipper locked. What can he
Mhm.
realistically find that Wall Kicks needs? I guess one of the two rods?
That's... Well, I was thinking the ice rod more than anything else, but... Could be talking Ice Palace... Not Ice Palace. Could be talking the pod big key.
But I think Flipper, the two rods, and Pod Big is... Oh, TR Big. For go for Wall Kicks?
Yeah, we do need that TR big, that's right. There's our
Tempered.
tempered sword. And Desert Small. So that Desert Small was deep in this logic.
Yep. Considering we don't have the fire rod to get over there.
Is this one of our big keys? It's the
Desert.
Desert Big. All right, last chance for the mitts for Ninjembro. Well, Meyer said it's 2 items. However, that's not interesting. Wall Kicks is saved.
Yep. Wall Kicks I don't think is ever touching the ice again. He'll find all his stuff before that.
Yep. So
I think this
Ninjembro
is
got
walking
bailed
over
out
to
by
Spike
that
Cave.
glove and... What was that?
No. Gingerbread is probably making his way over to Spike Cave now. Ooh,
Pretty
Thieves
much
Town
has
small
to.
and it's not what you wanted to see.
Thieves Town small. How fun. So yeah, getting the glove out of that chest was nice for Ninjambro. Just
I was
he
hoping the big
seed.
key would be there as well, but
Yeah,
I mean,
I hear you need pod keys. Here's 3 of them.
okay. So is Pod Big actually in Pod and just one of the 2 chests we couldn't get to?
Yeah, sure.
Here's
Let's
the
have that
boots.
happen. Hey, there's our
Okay.
TR Big.
TR Big was locked behind flippers as well. It seems like everything is going to be realistically locked behind the flippers, so we should be finding that relatively soon.
Right there.
There we go.
All right, so what do you do next?
Well, that's a good question. From where you are,
Hey, there's GT4.
okay. Since he's not climbing, I would do swamp.
That's my answer. All right, so you needed a double dip of GT.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we can do Eastern.
It's a quick flute. Swamp's also going to be a quick flute as well. I guess hope you can go mode swamp.
I mean, you wish you could.
Well, considering we're pod big and 2 rods away from go, there's a pretty good chance that could happen. But as usual, the Crosskeys, very slow start, and then if you hit the very specific route, you just start getting the items dropping.
And if you don't hit the particular route, you find yourself quite a while behind. And the unfortunate thing is that the person that seems to be quite a bit behind is the one who doesn't have room to give.
Yeah.
Like, one big thing here for Ninjambro was not getting that key back for Agate Tower.
That put him pretty far behind in the first place. He got bailed up from the Ice Palace Club, but
yeah, the problem is that was kind of just the game being a little forgiving. Because if that glove was not there in that big chest, Ninjambro would be even further behind.
yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure he would have gone to Castle Tower very soon after, but because he got the glove there, he did other checks. He didn't have much to go by the time he got the Ice Palace glove. Already knew that game.
Now, the one check that Wall Kicks is going to be able to make that Ninjambo was unable to here at the desert is the big chest.
We'll see if it's actually anything. Nice to have.
Given how some of these fights have been for Wall Kicks where it's been edge of your seat, that blue mail feels okay.
This feels like a swamp now. Yep, swamp. You put it off for a bit longer, hoping you could go mode. Time to come in here for items.
Instead, the game said no.
In terms of locations, it's actually okay. There's actually pretty dense checks for him, because I wonder if he's going to go pod after this and then just mirror back to his GT portal.
Actually, it's not a bad idea. I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah, because he mirrored out of GT, left the portal there, went on the mountain for Eastern, did the desert checks, and then swamp, and now he can go up to pod and then take the mirror portal back right in front of GT.
Yeah. That is actually smooth thinking.
If he finds the pod big, he just runs out to pod. But yeah, with enough items left for go mode, it makes sense to just do left side right now.
Yeah, you're still, what, go -3?
Yep. Assuming one of those items isn't locked behind another fetch quest like book. A little bit
We all know how fetch
jump.
quests are.
Yeah, fetch quests are fetch quests.
So what's this issue with Ninjambro?
He hasn't gotten a Link Bonks rock for the hook shot. So unless he bomb jumps through this. I'm just going for the one item. It's nothing he's doing wrong. It's just unfortunate that slight things like that just are happening.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the old man.
A map we don't need. Yeah, the choices that Ninjambro is making, it's just, this is where luck really is not doing him any favors. Well, Saha had to appear in one of 3 locations remaining. Hey, fetch quest. And at this point, that is a total fetch quest.
Yep. Are you gonna check those immediately? Feels like it.
Hey, something is missing. The big key.
Okay, so where's the next progression gonna be?
I think it's going to come up here on the right side.
So far, no.
Not in that room.
Compass of
Come on, game.
more up
Don't
here.
prove me wrong. Here comes the hook shot for Ninjembro.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know that there's been arguments for and against doing that steal the key from Desert Back and save scumming. What's your thoughts on that?
I've never done it, and it's never cost me a race.
Because, and the reason I bring this up is because those who are against doing that key steal, this right here is an example of that key steal that seems to have defined this race.
Mm-hmm.
And for the wrong reasons. And it's just been baiting Ninjembro into very unlucky checks. But we're still missing our 2 rods. We're still missing the pod big key.
This looks like to be crystal roller. Maybe go for the one in the front. Minimum crystal roller though. Check green pendant hair off more.
Ninjembro doing the bread setup here to the Hera pot. There we go. And Wallkicks is soon going to get that book.
Not yet, because he has to be in the Dark World for that.
That's true. Nice
That's where the
place for
big
that swamp pig.
was. Oh, he's checking Magic Bat while he's here.
That's true. He still does have that. Yep.
Green pendant habit. Or boss / green pendant.
I mean, it has something, but it might not be what we need.
Whether it's useful is the question. Nope.
Well, there's debates about whether or not that's a useful item. And there's also debates of whether or not that's a trash item. I know there are camps who will say that that is one of the most vile things in this game.
Checking the green pendant right away. And we're going to see the climb. Okay, so even with full pod small keys, not checking those last 2, rather do the climb. It's dense, but I don't know. You were in the area. I think I would have checked the 2.
Green pendant is nothing.
Yeah, Wallkicks has checked everything in the basement already.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This was a full clear of the basement for Wallkicks. That's where he got his tempered sword from. There's the heart container for Ninjembro, and 2 hours in, you're 3 items from go mode. What's going through your mind?
Where are these progression items?
Surely my opponent's having the same tough luck that I am, right?
Yeah. I think I know I did this in one of my seeds or one of my races was it being this long and knowing the caliber of the runners, I start to wonder, is it in really garbage locations or where are the garbage locations I can check? One more book location for Ninjambro that could be an out for a bit.
All these outs that Ninjambro has had, none of them have paid off.
Nope. And they're still not.
And they're still not, yeah.
So we've got one chest and TR that they can still do. Or climb and the 2 in pod, I think.
I think we're getting to a point here where no matter what Ninjambro does, wall kicks will have done it 5 to 10 minutes sooner.
Yeah. No, Smith Purple Chain has been done. Purple Chest has been done by Ninjambro.
Yep. Hey, there's our other shield.
Also, Thieves Big is a possible item.
Yeah, but that's still a nasty location for both of these runners. It's a nasty location for both of these runners.
There. So what does the well have? It seems like the well is going to have at least one thing that we need.
I think so, but I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm starting to get tense up about the 206 mark.
Yep. The one thing I'm happy about is until I find Fire Rod, I know it's at least not pedestal. But once I see Fire Rod and nothing else, then I'll start worrying about that.
That's an evil thought. I mean, you're right, it's an evil thought.
There are 2 items that could still be on there.
Yeah. It's an evil thought, it's just you're right, it's an evil thought.
But until then, I do my crystals and other dense locations.
Well, we needed to climb.
So that's going to be my next location.
And if your wall kicks, you're feeling good now.
Mm-hmm.
Now you feel really good.
Okay, so pod, because that's 4 items and a clearable dungeon.
I mean, we could do that.
And then there's also front of TR now, has 3 items.
Are we just checking the man under the bridge at 207?
Apparently we are.
There's the TR big for Ninjambro. And yep,
down to an ice rod.
We are now dealing with an ice rod hunt. How does that make you feel?
Gross.
Define gross.
That it can still be ped after all this time.
I mean, it could. But you're hoping to find the ice rod
Yeah,
here
either in
on
here or
Helmusar
front of
King.
TR.
You're hoping to find this on Helmusar King.
Or just in here in general. Because TR front's not super easy to get to. I mean, I guess they've got
Yeah.
the keys that can go backwards.
Yeah, but I was thinking wall kicks was going to go straight to the... I thought wall kicks was going to go straight to Helmusar King.
That is, I guess, what most people would do. It makes sense. Maybe get that one chest and then go to the back after the boss. Yeah.
Because if it's on Helmusar King, then never mind the remaining checks in here. You just go right straight and finish off this game. And say goodbye to the most miserable 2 hours that you could feel in this game.
Yeah, some seeds, even if they're slow, feel better than this one probably did. This one is just, in general, with how spread out the items were, it probably just felt bad overall.
Right, I mean, the fact that we're still talking 2 hours and 10 minutes with runners of this caliber just tells you how this seed has been item-wise with the way the items were laid out, that is. And you as I both know from our 8 seeds of doing this, there have been some really trash sequences.
Mm-hmm. And this one, yeah, just the fact that Boots unlocked so much.
Yep.
And where they were located. I think that was just the main annoyance for the runners.
Yeah.
Now, logically, as chat pointed out before, the fact that you had to double dip a GT for that TR big.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's in itself a bad sequence, but luckily these runners were able to get that big key first.
Yeah. And I feel like the last outfit in Jumbo just got exhausted right there. The compass being in the swamp big chest.
Actually, I'm trying to think. There was a logical big key on the right side of GT, right?
Yes, there was, and that was the Eastern Big.
Which meant you had to logically go into GT to get the flippers, to get the big key off the Zora ledge, to climb to get your fire rod to go back in to get to the right side for the Eastern.
Right. Eastern Big, though, was in the tile room.
Oh, was it tile room? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No, I meant fire rod socks, like locked. Was there something locked there? I thought there was some big keys there, but I don't remember if there was a logical one.
I think only the sword upgrade.
Okay, I thought there was more, but if there was something there, like that in itself is just an ugly sequence, though.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at. All right, we're 14 out of 14 out of pod. The ice rod is not here.
This is Paradox. Oh, to get to Mario area, to get to Hera.
Yep, wall kicks without the times missed to get the easy way over there.
So I wonder if this is... Well, this is another somewhat dense location, very quick to get the items here. I wonder if this is him thinking, let me clear the dungeons to just full.
I mean, the only other option at this point that Wall Kicks has is a very annoying Thieves Town Big Chest.
Also in front of TR.
A very annoying Thieves Town Big Chest. I mean, TR. That TR
neither did the cane check, but then he didn't go back after. Now he has the swamp big chest. But considering how fast it is to beat Hera and where Desert Boss is located, that being Blacksmith entrance, that's 2 very quick checks, and then you're basically right there to pull. If it's not there, you can chain together either swamp big chest or go to TR front. Rude. Book was standard chat. King's Tomb entrance, which was Saha's in his closet.
Yep, left chest of the 3.
Which he could get with the mirror, but that's a long run over there. And Book doesn't lead to anything.
I think the book led to a couple of compasses.
Yeah, Book didn't lead to anything.
Yeah, that's all it led to. I mean, compasses are nice and atomizer, but you're not going to sit there and go, I need a compass to beat this dungeon.
All right, he hasn't checked the Darkling font.
This is a run over to Turtle Rock front. Here's these 3 checks for Wall Kicks. Oh, and shovel 2.
Shovel.
It's amazing what happens when you can string together checks.
Because then if it's not TR front, like I said, he's basically right there to do Desert Boss. I'm pretty sure he's going to avoid Swamp until after, but maybe he goes on there for that big chest first.
It's not horribly difficult to get back to. It's not like in non-entrance modes where you have to redrain the water.
Yeah.
All right, so where is this ice rod? Iceman, ice is in your name. Where is it?
I'm hoping right side, the Firelock side in here.
Nope.
Or it's just right there. That's fine.
At 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 50 seconds, Wall Kicks is in position to move on here in the Crosskeys tournament.
Flute to 8. Kill Trinox. He'll be poked back where he just was. And then Flute to 4 will run up to Ganon. Yeah, I guess that it's not much of a difference. Otherwise, he could save and quit and get on top of the castle. Probably same amount of time regardless.
And see, this seed here just was rough. But it was rough because there was that one big bottleneck.
Yep.
And Trinex is down. Get this crystal, and then we are almost out of here.
Yeah, looks like it's Flute to 4 is what he thinks is the faster way. And with Buttersword, Silver's red mail, half magic. Doesn't need any potions or anything. I think he still has a red if he really needs help, but he won't need magic.
And at this point, Wall Kicks is in a very comfortable position. And I know the save scum of the key for Ninjambro isn't the only thing that wound up really hurting Ninjambro in the end, but it was the first thing that brought about this division.
Yeah, and then just everything cascaded from there.
Mm-hmm. And nothing that Ninjambro did in his plays paid off. Nothing that were his outs really kind of gave him the momentum to get back into this race.
No, they just were wasted checks. All the mitts, all the book checks, just led to nothing.
If one of them led to something, then it would have been a difference maker.
Because then it would have been when does Wall Kicks get back to ice, but it never happened.
Yep. And as such, Wall Kicks now one silver arrow away and will move on after the 2-0 series sweep of Ninjambro to move on in the Crosskeys tournament. And with that, Ninjambro has immediately locked himself in with the hammer pegs in pod and said, GG's Wall Kicks, I'm done. So get your GG's in the chat for both of these runners. We'll see if they want to discuss this seed. I will say what Ninjambro said after Wall Kicks finished, and I'm going to paraphrase it. About time. He did two words that begin with the letter F. You can figure out what he said.
Looks like we're joined by the winner, Wall Kicks, GG.
Yo, GG's.
How about the positioning of those boots?
That was a logical last location. So yeah, felt great. I logically last located my Moon Pearl, and logically last located those boots. I'd had some small things like I think I could have gone back for like ice big chest before boots, but that wasn't in logic because it was flippers locked at that point. And I think I had like a connector to check maybe before Moon Pearl, but yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, the way that the seed kind of just moved towards the goal, it was really interesting. But the one big thing that helped you out was the fact that when you went to Agate Tower, you had the small key. Ninjambro did not, and the reason why he didn't is because he save scummed it out of his arsenal.
Oh no, I don't.
Because he stole the key from Desert.
Oh, and it was okay. That's unfortunate. I kind of thought maybe like the hammer could have been an issue if maybe you got the Moon Pro a little bit early and didn't head over to Laser Bridge where the Thieves Town Big was. But yeah, not having that glove, yeah, that really sucked. Because obviously with that, you need the glove to get the boots, and the boots just kind of locked everything afterwards. This seed.
Yeah, that's what Iceman and I were talking about. We're just talking about how much the boots kind of bottleneck this seed.
And like it sucks because it was in Spike Cave. Like, when are you gonna go back to Spike Cave in this scenario? It's out of the way. It's gross. You probably just recently got your mirror, so like you have all your mirror spots to look out for. Like it, getting back to Spy Cave just was never a good thing.
Yeah, its location almost vanilla, just didn't feel good. But what it did do was it opened up the door for you to single dip Ice Palace. Ninjambro ended up double dipping because he went through without the glove, and then got bailed out on his second trip in. His first gloves were in the Ice Palace big chest.
Oh, there's a glove. Oh dear.
Yeah.
All right.
Which were flipper blocked because of your access to
Paradox.
Paradox Cave.
Paradox, yeah. Yep.
So just crazy how the seed kind of opened up, and just any out that Ninjambro had with the things that he had found with the gloves and that the glove being there just did not pay out, and you being on the path to the items that you needed to beat the seed, even though it was, hey, look, here's your ice rod in a place where you could have gotten it like a half an hour ago.
Yeah, but that's also just another spot that, like, when do I feel like going to Friend or Turtle Rock for one item when it's kind of out in the boonies? Yeah, it's like until I had the fire rod. So it was good.
That and the pod big key being behind the climb.
Yep, which, you know, unfortunate that I chose Swamp first, but like at that point with how much GT had provided us, I'm like, okay, let's do like Swamp, and like I think I had access to a couple other dungeons. I'm like, you know, it's fine. I'm like, I'm assuming one of my things will be in Swamp. It wasn't, but hey, I mean, in the end, got the win. Gonna pat myself on the back for my Ice Palace. Not just because of doing it, but just like I went in there with half a heart and a fairy, and didn't die at all.
And you didn't use that red goo either.
No, I didn't. Like I got the red goo and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna not use the fairy. Then I'm like, wait a minute. I'm pretty sure there's a heart back on that back in the atrium. I'm like, if I can do that and avoid using both of them, I'm like, hey, no, this could work out. And yeah, just enough hearts to kind of get me through to the boss where you get the fairy for your full refill.
This was Butt Clench City, this Ice Palace for you, and then your Mothula turned out to be Butt Clench City too.
Yeah. And then my Mothula just sucked. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm just gonna face tank Mothula 4 times and take a quick death. But it's all good.
I sat there and wondered what hit you. I mean, to me, what it looked like was that you were going to get hit by the spike, so that's why it surprised me when you took 2 hearts damage and fell down to the ground.
Yeah, I think I got hit by the beam, which
hitbox.
I knew I had the fairy, so.
Which is why I figured you had yourself that kind of fight against Mothula, knowing what you were standing with your equipment and whatnot.
Yep. No worries.
But nonetheless, you survived the seed, and now you're moving on in the Crosskeys tournament. Your thoughts heading into the next round?
Schultz or Skelly, that's terrifying. I mean, Schultz is the defending champion, and for whatever reason, Skelly just seems to have my number in Crosskeys. So, both of them are going to be really, really tough outs, and but I'm looking forward to it. I mean, 3 straight years minimum quarterfinals, and can't complain.
Well, congratulations on that, and we'll see what winds up happening in the quarterfinal round.
And thank you for the comms. Thanks to Nils and Alex for being able to offer a restream here. I really appreciate it, you guys.
Absolutely. We're glad to get this one on the air. Anything you want to add, Iceman?
No, I'm good. It's been a fun race to watch.
Boots are fun.
Boots are fun when they're this hard required.
And I think at that point, we'll just go ahead and wrap things up here. Just a lot of other things going on in the Crosskeys tournament. Like, for instance, I do see that we're just a half an hour underway for Ralkin versus Lin and Lin in their round of 16 matchups. So whatever you plan on doing here for the remainder of your afternoon, enjoy it with some Crosskeys actions. And thank you very much, Alex, for putting this one on the air. And Iceman, thank you for joining me.
Yep, it was fun.
wanted to have some more fun later on. All right, let's go ahead and wrap things up. Thank you very much for joining us.